Someone you met on Overwatch as well? Holy Q times, dude. I mean, you should. You can grind ranked if you want to. No, Club Penguin, dude. Oh my, I remember that. I used to play the fuck out of that when I was a kid. Okay, that's crazy. I didn't really talk to anyone in Club Penguin. I just fucked around and played the games, and yeah, I don't know. I think I was like 7, 8 or something. Wasn't really like it's kind of hard because I didn't speak English, so I couldn't really talk to anyone. Just ran around. My English was like super limited. Club Penguin, dude, banger game. Wait, how old are you now? Because if you played Club Penguin as a kid, you can't be that old, right? You're like 25. About to be 28. Okay, okay. 'Cause I don't think I was like 7 when I was playing Club Penguin. I think most people playing it at that time were like teenagers. I think, but I don't know. I was on the internet when I was really young, which is like even where I learned most of my English. Not really like we're taught English pretty early in school, but I think I was fluent in English when I was like 11, 12. Most people don't like in Denmark at least don't get very good at the language until they're like 15, 16. Rap game. But do you play Overwatch just like for fun, or are you trying to like really like grind ranked? Get Nepal, dude. There's Lijiang and Colosseum, and we get fucking Nepal. Who wants to play this, dude? It's a Roadhog player. I'm gonna ban that. I see. I mean, you don't really need to learn another language if you speak English. It's basically the only language that you need. But dude, if you want to get good at the game, play solo. It's definitely the best thing you can do. And watch like educational content. I for everything, if I play with like people that I know and that I talk to a lot, like friends, people I consider friends, I can't really concentrate as much as I can when I just solo queue. Hmm. Yeah, I see. I mean, there's a lot of people in America that speak Spanish, so but in Europe, it's like just you just have to obviously know the language that you grow up with, and then you learn English. Doesn't really make sense to learn other languages here because there's so many. When I'm playing Cassidy, I didn't even think about it when I wanted to play. Okay. I mean, everyone has good and bad games, right? Like, it's part of the game, but for like your own gain, it's better to play solo. May, go away. Oh my. This is a very slow game, what the fuck? Okay. It's also stupid of me to peek that. I'm not winning that trade, it's just spam. We have 5 ults! And so you can ult the door. Ults. Dude, what is going on in this game? Nothing is like happening. People are like very scared to play. Yeah. Aye, aye, aye. I thought he was gonna kill himself. What the fuck? Is he dead now? He might be. I'm gonna die. I killed everyone and we lose! Bro. Hello? I'm losing it. How are we doing today? Doing okay. Games are a little rough, but we're making it. Hopefully. Okay, we're already dead. We might be cooked. just walked in and died. Is the 4 centimeter lore accurate? Of course it is. Yeah. They're a 4v3 and they don't kill anyone. Like, come on. I have 2 people up there with me that I'm just holding on my own. And we don't... Humble King. I just want to discontinue the act of procrast... Oh my god. I can answer that after the game, but not now. That's a fucking hard question. I'm so bad at this game, dude. There's not one simple answer. But it's a few different methods to help you. First off, you can just lock in, just go do it, right? Like, that's the obvious answer, but you're not doing it because you lack motivation. And then it's the question, how do you make it more motivating to do what you want to do? Can you make the process more enjoyable somehow? Can you make the anticipation of the reward more enjoyable somehow? Is there some sort of fear or pressure that's like, okay, something bad is gonna happen if I don't do this? Those are kind of some sources of motivation that you can use to actually go do what you have to do. I'd argue the most slept upon that people don't do is trying to make the process more enjoyable somehow. And that's not necessarily something that makes the process itself more enjoyable, but more so that you think about enjoying it more. I don't know how to explain it. Appreciating it more. It's probably a good way to explain it. My English isn't articulate enough to explain this very well. But that's mostly it. Most people kind of just bash themselves in the head that, oh, I'm not motivated to do anything, but you kind of have to create that. And if just saying, suck it up and do your job doesn't work, well, then you have to find some way to make it more enjoyable. Whether that be doing something to actually make it more enjoyable, or just imagining it to be so. Damn. That wasn't very smart. They're tank AFK. That's fair, man. But I don't know if it's possible even, because you're West Coast and I'm EU. So we'd both be playing on like a 150 ping. Oh, I get that. Am I gonna get killed now by the Ana? Oh. Forgot I was supposed to take the other perk. Damn. Yeah. I'm about to take a break as well. I haven't slept a lot tonight. Been winning some games today though, so that's really nice. Holy psychology major. This particular scenario that I'm currently in is that I have to study for 2 exams. And I'm reading the chat because I'm streaming on both platforms. This particular scenario that I am currently in is that I have to study for 2 exams in 2 subjects that I don't find too much interested in currently. But still important for the course I look forward to later on. However, I've been feeling Overwatch like never ever before lately. It's difficult to stop playing. Ah, I see. I mean, it's difficult because for me myself, I have ADHD, so not being motivated for thing is like a permanent life condition. I have to take meds to actually even when I was studying. Are you in uni or is this like before? I assume it's uni, right? I see. Yeah, uni is excruciating. And it's been, for me, it's been, what, 3 years since I went to school last? Two. Yeah. I don't know, man. I mean, for me, before I got diagnosed with ADHD, something that I noticed is that usually I become less productive if I. Wait, let me open a fucking window. I'm sweating now. I become less productive if I start off the day doing something like playing games, looking at YouTube, scrolling reels, that stuff, and then I have to do work. It's really difficult for me to get into the workflow after I've done something that's just, leisure, honestly. Um, so for me, the days that I'm working, I usually follow the schedule of wake up, go work out to get my blood flowing, have an energy drink, something, and then I study or work, in my case, for as much work as there is to do, either until there's no more work left for me to do, or until I'm too exhausted to continue. Because if I wake up, do my morning stuff, and then play Overwatch, I'm not doing any fucking work the rest of the day. Like, I can't. I can't bring myself to do it. It's just so uninteresting for me that my body starts fighting me back. And that's just ADHD in a nutshell. But it becomes way easier if I just wake up, work out, and then do all my work, right? Like, don't give yourself that dopamine of playing games or scrolling reels before you've done your stuff, because once you've done that, then you kind of tell yourself, okay, it's resting time now. I'm free today. I can do whatever I want, right? Like, it just fucks with me if I do that. So For me, if there's work to be done, it's no games until it's done, or until I've been grinding 12 hours this day. So, and caffeine helps. It depends on how much you already consume, but if you have an energy drink or something before, you feel a bit more motivated, I'd say. Do we queue another game? And after that, it's the same all. Oh yeah, sleep cycles are hard. Um, but the thing is, and this is very hard to do, but controlling your sleep is mostly about rhythm, right? You don't necessarily need to be super strict and wake up, or I mean, go to sleep and have exactly 8 or 9 hours. Does it help a lot pre or during the studies? I feel like it does. In my own opinion, it just gives me energy. If I'm tired and I really don't want to, it kind of just gives you a little kick. Not too much, just a cup of coffee or a small energy drink, like 100 milligrams of caffeine, something about that. Um, but fix your sleep also. Like that's pretty important because when I'm in a bad sleep rhythm, it's like I don't get a lot done because I wake up at the time where you're used to, finishing your shift at work or finishing school, right? Coming home from school. So you kind of wake up at that point where your body's like, okay, we're not working. Now we're outside like the work period. So you don't get anything done. But to fix your sleep, you kind of just have to wake up at the same time every day. And that helps. Just get up at 8 a.m., 7, 9, whatever it is that you feel works, and stick to getting up at that time. It's fine if you have a night here and there where you go to sleep late and you only get 5 or 6 hours of sleep, but whatever you do, wake up at the same time. Wake up at the same time and then go outside for 2 to 3 minutes. Or just open your window and fucking look not directly at the sun, but get some light. That kind of tells your body, okay, it's wake up time. You're getting light that starts your circadian rhythm. You do this for a couple of days and you get used to waking up at this time, which improves your sleep quality because now your body is used to sleeping and waking up at this time. So you do this for 5, 6 days and you're good. You'll sleep way better. But you have to, for a week consecutively, you have to wake up at the same time every single day. Does not matter how much sleep you had the night before, you have to wake up at the same time. You can go to sleep earlier or later than you usually do, but wake up at the same time. It's the most important thing. And get out of bed. Just get out of bed and get some sunlight. That wakes your body up. Um, Struggled with it for a lot of my life, I'd say. ADHD makes it super hard for you to motivate yourself. You have less dopamine. Sleep is hard because your brain is always craving dopamine. So when you're kind of supposed to sleep, your brain just goes, "Yo, how the fuck does a submarine work?" And then you sit there and Google that for 4 hours like a fucking monkey, and then you know. So I've kind of had to research a lot in it just to fix these problems for myself. And I'd say I'm getting there. Um, no, I was diagnosed when I was, I think, 18, 9, yeah, 18, 19, I think, was when I was diagnosed. Um, so it took some time. No, not rude, bro. Oh, that's cooked. But like in terms of all the uni stuff, fix sleep, and then get up, go for a workout, and then do your studies. And then once you cannot study anymore this day, then you can play games. Then you can have your fun. If you don't have this schedule, you're gonna fuck up the signals in your body, and it's gonna be super hard to power through it. It's gonna make it way easier getting into that rhythm. And arguably the best part, that is also very slept on, is that when you get there, that when you kind of get into this good rhythm, you're gonna be proud of yourself. You're gonna be happy that, okay, I fixed my sleep. I'm consistently every day doing the things I'm supposed to do. This is much better than it was a week ago. You feel locked in. You feel like a pride in actually doing your studies, even though it kind of is uninteresting. You're being responsible, being adults, and then you kind of get that gratitude and that satisfaction from doing these things that you otherwise wouldn't get. I might not respond the fastest while I'm playing the game, but I'll read all the chats after. I don't want to int this game. Okay, rape this Genji. We might be cooked. Okay, Tracer is working. That's nice. Dude. He doesn't deserve that. Yeah. headshot, bro. Maybe you need to be more proud of yourself, right? Hey, he's one. Fucking. Oh. Do you have any idea why you're falling out of it? Because I'd argue that if you're in that state, you should be, you know. I don't know. Actually, I'm not sure. Because I get there on and off myself. For me personally, it's mostly the sleep. Most of the time, it's the sleep. Because I despise being tired. I despise not performing well for an entire day because I'm tired. And then instead of still waking up from the same... What the fuck? Instead of waking up the same time every day, then if I have a night I can't sleep, then instead of saying, okay, fuck it, we're only sleeping 3 hours this night because I have to wake up at 8 a.m., I let myself sleep 1 hour more. And then I permanently move my schedule an hour because I don't want to be tired. And then I fuck it up, right? Then my schedule is just gone. And it's just, yeah. And it, you know, moves an hour and an hour and an hour, and then my days become less and less productive. So it's just, I kind of have to really get used to it, but since it's been a struggle for me for so long, it's something that I absolutely despise. But I kind of have to if I want to stop it. Okay, Hanzo. Let's... Yeah, I gotta get out here. Nice. GG's. Oh, they're spamming 6-7, bro. What the fuck is this? Could be a couple different reasons. Gym part usually takes me out when I'm sick for like a week. Momentum gets fucked and I don't stop just like that, but I progressively get more and more lazy with it. And then generally when I'm out late or having crazy hungovers. I mean, I see what you mean. Of course, going to the gym is really healthy. Yeah, just one game, man. We're fucking close. How do I put this? For me, working out early in the morning is kind of like a kickstart to the day. Obviously, you have rest days, and sometimes you're sick, and sometimes you're hungover. You don't have to go to the gym and work out to maintain the other parts of your schedule, like getting up and having a productive start to the day. If you have a rest day or you're sick, just go for a walk. Maybe a slight jog, but a walk is fine. It's just that you have to go outside and move, right? You have to use your body, like kind of that just gets your blood flowing, that actually sets you up. Even if I take my ADHD meds and I get some caffeine, I can't play this game right from the start of the morning. I have to either go work out or at least go for a walk, get some movement, get my blood flowing a bit. That just kind of wakes your body off, gets like the tiredness out of the system. With that, I can't function. So even if you are sick or you're hungover, just go for a walk. Just get outside. Still maintain the schedule, even if there's some struggles, right? Which is arguably the hardest part. That's where it crashes. But if you do that, then it gets reinforced. The thing is, it gets easier the more you do it. Like, going for a walk when you're hungover or sick is the worst fucking feeling. But you're also building a lot of consistency by doing it. It's easy when you've slept well and you get up and just go for a walk. But if you do it after you're hungover or you're sick, you're really building that routine and it becomes easy for yourself to do. Wait. Is my mic loud or something? And also, just taking a note to the hungover party or part. Um, it's fine to get drunk and have alcohol. I drink myself sometimes, but just limit the amount. I'd say. Like when I go out, I almost drink always when I go out with my friends. Since we always have a driver, but just I've been getting really good at limiting the amount that I have, right? Because even if I have like 5 beers or something, you feel it. You're in a good mood. There's not really wow, a necessity to drinking 20 beers instead of 5, right? You're already feeling it at 5. You're already having a good time, being a bit more social. Things are good. If you get more than that, you might just end up doing something stupid. You're gonna feel like shit tomorrow. Just not really any reason to do it. I mean, we always encourage each other to do it when we're partying because it's funny to see someone that's completely fucked up. And that's okay to do once a year or so, but realistically, I try to avoid it. Because it's like, I'm already having fun after 5 beers. Why go for 20 and ruin my next day, right? It's not really worth it for a couple hours of a good night to fuck up your entire day tomorrow when you're already having a good night, when you could already be there for like 5 beers, right? Instead, don't just, you can get drunk, but don't get fucked up. It's not worth it. Never is. No, dude. Don't even. So stupid. Crazy. Dude, my mom came into my room the other day and she was like, wait, that sounds fucked up. But she was like, yo, go on Google. Do you know if you type 67 into Google? And I'm, dude. Oi, oi, oi. I don't even understand like the new culture there is around memes like this, because I feel like everyone is like, oh, I don't know what it means. It's not, it's not funny, and what are the things that these kids are saying these days? But even people that, use TikTok and shit like that, I was so that's fucked up. Oh, these are all good maps. What the fuck, dude? Because like I feel like everyone is like, oh, what is this? It's so cringe. Everyone is calling it cringe. Where it's like, is it the meme itself that it's like, this is cringe? Because you don't really like, it gets a lot of critique, like a lot of hate, and I don't feel like memes like 5 years ago had that, even though it's like, arguably the same thing. But now it feels like everyone is criticizing it. Oh, kids are saying this all the time, and I don't see anyone saying it. I'm like, what the fuck? What is it getting criticized for? I don't understand it. It feels like the meme is like criticizing something that doesn't exist. But I think maybe it's like more of a thing in the US than it is in Europe. Or maybe it's just a TikTok thing. Oh yeah, I see what you mean. Wait, where do you study, man? I mean, not the actual university, right? Like I was thinking, like, you're in Europe, right? Oh, you're in Sweden. Okay, yeah, yeah. Because I was thinking like the alcohol culture and the start of the uni. Because my girlfriend just started uni recently, and it's very much the same. Not a heavy drinker, but right in the first few weeks, and there's all the events that you have to. And she was like, she's really stressed, really tired, and it's kind of like, okay, but I have to study and I have to make it to all the social events and do all of this, and I'm like trying to tell her, you don't have to be a part of every one of them. Like, wait, I'll go more on this subject. It's actually really interesting. Oh my god, Roadhog. Oh, he's not dead. Yeah. This is gonna be a hard game. I think a lot of the things that people in universities here in like the Nordic countries don't realize is you don't have to go to every event and get drunk at every single one of them. People are very scared that, oh, if I don't drink like everyone else, I'm not gonna be a part of like the circle. People aren't gonna like me. They're gonna think I'm boring. People don't give a fuck if you drink, right? Like, people kind of pressure you to it because they think you're gonna be funnier and more interesting if you do drink. But if you're just a nice person and enjoyable to be around, you don't have to be there a lot or drink at all for people to remember you and want to be friends with you. You'll get friends. Just be nice. You don't have to be at every event and always drink for people to like you. It doesn't really work. So there's support. That character has way too much healing. This was something that my girlfriend was very scared of. She's like, oh, if I don't come to all the events, I won't have any friends and uni is gonna suck. No, if you're just, people like you and you're nice in the few events that you do show up at, people are gonna like you regardless and you're gonna make friends. And you don't have to drink, you know? If you're nice to be around without drinking, people are gonna like you. Oh, just one. Oh, my bad. Dude. I think I need to stop shooting my railgun at the tank. Three supports, only brig. Do we even go for a pick here, or do I just run? Oh, just run, right? Nice. Rent the wrist, maybe. Nice. Okay, GG. Damn. Crazy game. Oh my. Hey, thanks for the follow, man. Holy. Someone wants to see your ass on Twitch. Oh, Mayo. I mean, oh, okay, I see. Yeah, I get it. Um, like the fucking we call them tutor in Danish. Like, oh, how do I explain it in English? Like the students that's been there longer that kind of help like the newer students and make organize events and stuff like that. I mean, if it's too much, you can always just say, hey, I can't do this. I don't have the time. Can and then have someone else. You're not forced to. But even then, right? You don't have to drink, right? You can just be a party starter even if you don't drink. It's funny because when I was, I think 18, 19, um, my friend group and me, we were partying a lot every weekend almost. And since I was the only one that was old enough to drive or had a driver's license, I was always the driver. I was never drunk. But even then, just have fun, right? Be yourself, talk to people, and do stuff. Don't be scared. And people won't even notice you're not drinking. And they won't care either, since, people kind of encourage you to drink because it makes them, more social, and that you kind of associate drinking with some sort of happiness. But if people like you and you just politely decline, they don't give a fuck. You know, in Denmark, there's so many news talking about like that we drink a lot of alcohol in Denmark, and there's pressure to drink. There's like a culture around alcohol, but I think it's so stupid because it's like that pressure to drink isn't something other people create. It comes from yourself. Like you see everyone else doing it, so you want to join because you yourself are scared that you're gonna be on the outside if you don't drink. But the truth is that people will still respect you, right? Like they don't base it off the fact that you don't drink alcohol. I think a good analogy is like if there's someone that you consider a loser, you don't like them, right? And you don't really have any respect for the person, so you can pick on anything. If this loser happens to not drink alcohol, and you're at a party, everyone is drinking, that loser is not drinking, you're like, oh, look at that loser, he's not drinking. But in reality, he's not a loser because he's not drinking, he's just a loser in general, right? Now, if you're not a loser and you don't drink, no one's gonna say, look at that loser, he's not drinking, because you're not. They're kind of not associated. But people happen to think that it's like, okay, they're hating on me because I'm not drinking. No, they're hating on you because they don't like you. If people like you and you don't drink, you're fine. I had a friend who I have a friend who I've been friends with for 5 years, and he only just started drinking a half year ago. It's like, when he started doing it more consistently when we go out. But other than that, he's maybe been drinking once a year or something. For like a very long time, and no one gives a fuck. We're at parties, people have fun, we get invited to stuff. It's like, the alcohol isn't really a factor. It'll get noted if you're not very nice to be around at parties and you also don't drink, but it doesn't necessarily make it worse. It's just like kind of something people that people notice. Holy fucking yap performance by me. But I studied. I haven't gone to uni. I did, after grade school, I did gymnasium, where I did like my A levels were math and physics. And then I had psychology on like C level, but yeah. And after school, I worked as a door-to-door salesperson for 1.5 year, I think. Um, and yeah, then I got promoted to a sales manager, leader, something like that. So I ran a door-to-door fundraising campaign for about almost a year, and then I quit because I started disagreeing with my boss on a lot of things, and the work started to become unenjoyable. So, and now I want to give streaming a try. I want to see if I can make like a living out of full-time streaming, if it's possible. But we'll see with time. I think I'll give it maybe a year or two, and then if that doesn't work, I'll probably go to uni, study psychology. Yeah, I've been in and out of Diamond for a couple of days now. Actually, I kind of want to see if I can reach masters on tank and DPS as well, and then like that's kind of the goals for me this season. Get into masters on tank and DPS, and then get back into grandmaster on support. progress have been crazy. I haven't played really since I think I played a lot in 789, and then I kind of had a break, didn't really play, and then I came back in yeah end of season 18, which was pretty nice. Made a lot of progress on support. Can I think I yeah well, thank you man that's really nice to hear. Um, right now I only play Overwatch as like my main game, and then I play a bit of League on the side when I'm not streaming. It's like a game or two a day. But my plan is to play High Guard when that releases. I played a bunch of Titanfall back in the day. I think I have 3,000 hours in that game. And they're making an extraction shooter that releases on the 25th of January, I think. So I'm gonna grind the fuck out of that. And if they have ranks in that game, I'm going for rank 1. I'm gonna be rank 1 in that shit, if there is ranked. But I don't think so. It's more like a, maybe there's like a kill leaderboard or something. It's like an extraction shooter, you know? So, I don't know if you've seen it, but I'll put it on the screen. High Guard. Oh, it's the 26th. But it looks really good, in my opinion.
Into lands uncharted and dangers untold.
And, you know, it's Apex and Titanfall devs. I just have really good expectations.
Your light belongs to me.
Yeah, I'm hooked on this shit. Like I'm gonna grind the fuck out of this game when it drops. Like every day. Just gonna be grinding it. Until then, I just hope I can kind of reach my goal of Masters and GM. But it's 20 days. I think I should be able to do that without too much struggle. I mean, I went from fucking Diamond 4 to Grandmaster in a month. So hopefully I can do this. If I can get a game, that is, of course. Queue times. Crazy. I mean, I think it was. Yeah, wasn't it one season? Season 19. Oh, it doesn't show what you started as. Oh, yeah, it did. Yeah, a little over a season, I think. Because I started playing with like a week left in season 18, I think. A week and a half. Um, and then I hit it in like the somewhere in the middle of season 19, I think, or like a 1.5 week before it ended, I think. Yeah. So, dude, I was so hooked on hitting top 500 in this season, and then they fucking remove it. It's yeah. I actually don't mind any of these maps. I prefer Rialto if I was playing support, but Sen is fine. I'm gonna close this window again. Okay, there we go. Is it working? Nice. Yeah, it was a bit special, what they did. And I think, to some degree, I think that it's because they wanted to make people smurf less, especially in higher elo, since, you know, challenger score is cumulative. So you just have to keep playing. And I think it's done something. I feel like I notice less smurfs in high elo games. But, like, even then, why not just punish people that are smurfing? Punish people buying and selling accounts. Like, it's just so stupid. Why not just fix the main problem, right? Smurfing is a thing because people don't get punished for it. If they did, people would do it less. And I'm late to the game. It's not very good. They go deeper. I'm dead. Maybe not. Holy fuck. Okay. What the fuck can we play into this? Unfortunate. He's actually gonna kill me there. Can they touch? Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you. I think this is one of my last games as well. What? Damn, bro. There's nothing I can do. What the fuck? I don't know how to play into May, dude. That was so confusing. Holy shit. Nice. What? Ah. Damn. Crazy. King's Row. Fuck. Crazy bends. Ooh. Okay.